everybody. In the last episode, I was thinking maybe we had a clue in this castle because it's where we all began in Corneria. Because, you'd think, oh, this castle is very important and central, but it might not actually be, because it's like in some other game you might think, oh, we return to this place a lot because this is where the king is, and it's not like there's a bunch of kings everywhere. It's only this one and one princess, and you think that might mean they're important throughout the whole story, but really it's just the beginning. I almost think they sort of saved it. I mean, it does make a good big first impression, but then it's like then you're just going to regular towns after that. So I don't know, maybe they sort of saved this plot for later on, like towards the end. Maybe before the mermaids, but probably after Elfland. Let's see if there's anything in here. Here are bats. Yeah, okay, so these are the bats from the heroes that we talked about earlier. Now they're telling us stuff. So I guess that bats thing was a clue. Cover the black orb in the center of the palace. The time gate could open. So it looks like I was onto something with that logic with, we start things over again. And the fact that these bats were those heroes. Let's see if they all have the same thing to say. We are the 5 lost Skywars from Juku. The cause of the world's destruction. We must travel back in time 2,000 years. Now, with the orb signing, stand in the time of gate. Wait, is that what it was, or the gate of time? The real enemy is in that time. Yep. That's what I thought. Uh-oh. Looks like we won't be able to get out here without fighting some zombies. Wow, I'm surprised they aren't running away. She has a cool purple hammer now. Wait, does he not have a weapon equipped? I suppose I could have lost that in the mix. Yeah, let's give him back that, even though it's not terribly useful. I wonder if we can... Oh, yep, there's no going back after this. Okay. Nice music. Got some Frosties. I'm assuming that means fire is strong against them. I wonder what happens if we try warp and exit. He doesn't have anything, does he? Even if he does, someone's gonna have to attack him. May as well be him. Pretty good gold. I don't think the experience is super big, but it's still nice. Okay, what's this? Okay. kind of feel like electric might be good against these guys. Or maybe it's terrible. Maybe it's ice that would be good against them, or fire. Well, let's check that out. We'll just see how good that does. You know, if we get the chance. That seemed pretty good. All things considered. Okay, now I'm a little confused because this looks like something important. But we can't do anything with it yet. Well, I'm assuming that it's something we can do. Kind of feel like running from stuff. Uh-oh. We can run, can't we? Okay. So maybe that's going to be useful later. Like, we need to get some kind of item that'll allow us to go through there. Who can say for sure? Not I. I wonder if we even need them to be using magic. If Iced and Fred can take them out by themselves... I mean, it doesn't look like Fred even needs them to be softened up with magic. Got some credit cards. Well, it looks like there aren't very many places to go. Oh, we got 4 of them this time. I believe they're weak to electric. They're also weak to swords and fists. I think that was reasonably good. At least it took that one out. Oh, but it wasn't one of the ones that hadn't attacked yet. I think in the end it'll go in our favor. Oh, maybe not. Oh, rats. Okay, it would have been better to have attacked then, because the healing from that one turn didn't cover the costs of them attacking, whereas it might have in other circumstances. We might want to use something like a heal too after this, though. Oh, maybe we should have tried a different element. I'm getting kind of tired. I hope they don't all use cremate. They're all gonna basically, if already all used cremate. What's with that silly little sword? Oops. Oh, he's not dead. could certainly do as much healing as we can. We can use as much healing as we can right now. You can fight, and then everybody else can use their healing option. And maybe that will be enough to take back what was once lost. Oh, bother. Oh well. At least it wasn't a total loss because of that. We got one of them off. Yeah, I should have gotten more potions. I thought that I was probably chasing the wrong lead, so I didn't... I thought I could just kind of go halves on the potions. And, you know, not fully invest just yet. But it looks like, that was a mistake. That should be good for now. Okay, let's see what's on the top floor. Or the upper floor, at least. Oh, I get it. I think this is probably the same building. It's just, in the past. Which means that, you know, we were in the ruins, which means it was smaller, because it was all broken down and stuff, but... Oh, we have bad men. They're gonna take forever to fight. They're bad men. Can't go down like that, can we? So, uh-oh, we got gas Ds. That sounds pretty nasty. I wonder if that will be helpful. Or are they just going to spew a bunch of gas? No, well, at least it has the potential to be useful. Oh yeah, they're just spreading a lot of poison. Oh, for crying out loud. Did he even get an attack off? Uh-oh. Shoot! I'm not terribly invested at this point. I kind of wanted to stop. Yeah, we're, I don't know, maybe she can run. Okay. Oh, is that where we saved last? Yeah, that's right, because I never bothered getting the, saving in the castle town. Because I thought, well, I already saved there, but now I lost all those potions I bought. Well, I guess I'll get that off screen again. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of tired. So this is just going to be a short one. I think I might attach it to, like, another one. So it'll be like... I'm not sure how I'll do that exactly. I'm also... Well, there's also something else I kind of wanted to do now anyway, and doing the other episode took longer than I thought. So, you know, because I recorded it for a while, and then I actually haven't edited it yet, but I'm gonna do that eventually. So maybe I'll just attach it to that one if it ends up being kind of short. You know, so basically there's like 2 episodes or something. I doubt it'll be like 15 minutes, though, like this one's gonna be. So, definitely gonna have to be more prepared for poison dragons, apparently. And, oh, here's something I meant to do. I kind of want to look at the war mechs, just kind of read off what they're about. Well, actually, hold on a second. Let's see what the guide has to say about the bosses we fought in the last episode. Okay, Tiamat is a tough boss with 1000 HP and an unbelievable 80 absorb, but she has several weaknesses you can exploit. She has 2 forms of offense, a 4-hit attack that can dish out serious damage to anyone not wearing heavy armor, and a cycle of dragon special attacks. Fog 2 in the White Robe will reduce Tiamat's physical damage substantially. If you're protected from the 3 primary attack elements and poison already, you won't need to worry much about her special attacks, or put up any defense against them. If necessary, use appropriate A spells to start the battle. Poison can only be resisted with a ribbon, the Aegis Shield, or the Wall spell, and is second in Tiamat's cycle for abilities. As usual, fast is the basis of a solid offense. Critical hits will deal most of your damage in this fight, which means your master is especially useful. Tiamat resists every attack element, so damage spells other than Nuke and Fade are a waste of time. Oh, Fade would have worked. Wait, is that... Yeah, that's the white magic spell. That's interesting. I didn't think of that thing as undead. With the proper equipment, you should be able to resist Tiamat's attacks long enough to finish her off. If you're impatient or just like to be mean, there is another option in this fight. Tiamat is weak against poison. Both Brack and Bane have a chance of KOing her immediately. Brack is more likely to work, but you can cast Bane for free with the Bane sword as many times as you like. Oh, I sold that. Whatever. It's hardly fighting fair, but it is a lot of fun. Once Tiamat falls to your assault/cheap exploits, the light will be restored to the final orb. The circle of sages in Crescent Light can tell you what to do next. Kind of. I mean, they really weren't very specific. I don't think so, anyway. So yeah, now let's read about the War Mech. War Mech appears in 4.7 of encounters on Floating Castle Floor 5. You probably don't want to see it on your way to Tiamat, but War Mech is worth a whopping 3,200 experience and 3,200 gold if you manage to destroy it. So you may well come back later to hunt it. You may well come back to hunt it later. Truth be told, there are more efficient ways to earn gold and experience, but this is arguably the ultimate challenge in the game, so you will want to test your mettle if nothing else. Finding War Mech is easy though. Is easy, though potentially time-consuming. None of the other encounters on this floor are particularly dangerous, and you can run away from it. None of the other encounters on that floor are dangerous. Isn't that the floor with the sorcerers? They'd wasted me. Whatever. It might have been the floor under that one. Well, anyway, it says you can run from them with ease while looking for War Mech, but be aware that War Mech usually gains surprise. That's how I recognized it at first, because I read this article before fighting it, and I recognized that it got us by surprise, and it didn't do too much damage, I don't recall, but I think it actually was triple digits. That's why Fred was a little bit down. I think that's what happened. Anyway, its attacks... Be aware that Mech usually gains surprise. Its attacks are nasty, and there isn't much you can do to blunt them anyway. Your best defense here is, as the saying goes, a good offense. War Mech has 2 forms of attack. Its physical assaults deals more damage than any other attack in the game, and it gets 2 of them. Even your knight will take damage well into triple digits from one of War Mech's attacks. You can try a Fog 2 or Invisi 2, but they won't make much of a difference without repeated casting, which you don't have time for. The bad news is that its special ability, Nuclear, is even worse. Fortunately, you will only decide to use it a fourth of the time. Nuclear deals at least 80 damage to each warrior, even when it misses. and there's no guarantee that it won't pierce your magic defense and deal up to quadruple that amount. This attack is non-elemental, so neither ribbons nor spells will help you cut down its damage. Since you can't do anything about War Mech's attacks, you should focus squarely on offense. It resists every relevant element, and it has extremely high magic defense, so physical attacks are your only recourse despite its 80 HP. Its evade is slightly higher than Tiamat's, but it has the same 1000 HP. So that's how I knew they had 1000, which is why I knew we kind of weren't in a lot of trouble when I did almost half of Tiamat's HP with, not Fred, with Iced's punching. Anyway, so you can expect your offense to be similarly effective against War Mech. That said, Bane is not an option here. As with Tiamat, a Master is effective here because their large number of hits and high critical hit rate give you a good chance to bypass War Mech's Absorb. Weapons like the Masamune and Excalibur are also very effective for the same reason. You are very likely to lose at least one warrior during this fight, so throw everything you have at War Mech. Even if your exit caster falls, you can warp out of the dungeon via Tiamat's room, assuming you've already defeated her, at least. Good luck. So it's saying it has 80 absorb, 48 evade percent, 100% magic defense. It deals 128 to 256 and has 2 hits, 183% crit hit, or hit percentage. Its attack probability is 75% and using nuclear is 25. So apparently it's really tough, but it wasn't that hard, honestly. Those, let's see, what's it called? The sorcerers are what gave us real trouble. Actually, this is about about what a regular episode is, so it's a little late now. I would have liked to have given like a warning saying I'm actually going to read something off for a while, but I mean, I guess as soon as I start saying it and you see how much time is left in the video, and I've already said I think the video is over, and if it just runs late, I think anyone should be able to figure out what's happening, why it extends so much later, in case they don't want to hear all that. But yeah, I didn't remember a lot of details, but I do remember that going with a strong offense and basically just hitting it with as much as you can, rather than trying to use a lot of spells, maybe that's why I found the fight easier, is because I already knew to do that, rather than try to say, like, you know, cast darkness or use some kind of status instead. You know, maybe that's why I just ended up using Nuke a bunch. Maybe I wouldn't have thought to have done that. Who can say exactly? It's possible. But yeah, they did say with the Master it's much better because they hit so often and then get critical hits. So, this isn't such a bad team, I don't think. I mean, they were saying like the ninja guy is kind of iffy, but I think he's turned out alright. It was mentioning the Masamune, so I don't know if that means we were expected to have it already or not. But if we can't warp out of that dungeon, I'm not sure how we're supposed to be able to have the Masamune. I mean, we either already missed it, or it's in that temple in the past. But if it's in the past, then that would mean that we'd have to be able to escape. And if we have to be able to escape, I didn't see a way to escape, so I'm actually going to try an experiment. I just saved. So, I'm going to see if we can actually use warp to get out of that part of the dungeon. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but, you know, I bet the guy we fought here, that might have been the guy who went back in the past. Because if he is I'll talk about that later, because I'm assuming maybe you might have logged off here, so to speak. But since he seems connected to this black orb, maybe he's the person, so in killing him, maybe we actually already saved it, or maybe he went back into the past, but then he came back here into the future, and we just killed him after he already went back into the past. So, like, you know, we caught him on the return trip, so I'll try to see if I can remember to bring up that theory in the, the next episode, since I'm just gonna assume that you logged off here. Not logged off, but, zoned out. Okay, so we can escape from there, so that's good to know. So we're not necessarily locked in, even if we go there. Oh, creeps? What are they doing here? I didn't think we fought them here. Right here. And he even attacked too? Not a lot of monsters flee. So anyway, I guess now, maybe I just missed how you would walk out normally, because it kind of seems like if you weren't supposed to be able to escape from there, they would have made it so the spell didn't work. Oh look, but, it's not like walking back into that spot is doing anything. So, I guess I'm just gonna make sure that I have some prep work done, and, let's see what else. Get all those potions. I don't think there's any more spells we need to buy. But, I guess we'll just return here in the next episode. Oh, a worm. See you then.